I was whole before you knew my name, before your love felt safe to claim. You held my heart so carefully, then left without a warning suddenly. You promised I was not alone, said my fears could be your home. But somewhere in the middle of us you let go, and I still held on. You touch my soul so gently, that's why it hurts this deeply. I'm broken where you touched me, where your love once lived. Every word you whispered softly is where the damage is. I'm broken where you touched me, not the scars they see, but the places you made feel safe, then left empty inside of me. You knew my past, you knew my pain, you knew exactly where I break. I trusted you with parts of me I don't let anyone see. You said my heart was something rare and treated it like it wasn't there. You left me standing in between who I was and who you made me be. I don't bleed, I don't scream, I just fall apart quietly. I'm broken where you touch me, where hope learned your name. I still hear you in the silence, calling me the same. I'm broken where you touch me, where love felt like truth. You didn't have to hurt me loud, you just had to leave me you. I don't hate you, that's the worst part. I still protect you in my heart. I blame myself for loving deep, for believing you would never leave. I'm broken where you touched me, but I'm still standing here, trying to heal the places that only you came near. I'm broken where you touch me, and maybe that's okay. It means I felt something real, even if it faded away. I'll heal someday, but not where you touched me. I still remember the night you left, the silence cutting deeper than your words. I traced your name on the empty walls, but it's gone like your promises never heard. I gave you all I had, my soul, my time, every piece of me I thought was yours. But love isn't always fair, isn't always kind, and you walked out without closing doors. A heart you didn't keep, a love that fell too deep. I'm left with shadows of what we used to be. A heart you didn't keep, a smile in strangers' faces, hear your laughing songs we used to play. Every corner of this room whispers your name, but you're not here and I can't make you stay. I beg the stars to bring you back to me, to fix the pieces shattered on the floor. But some hearts don't learn, some love can't see, and yours left mine broken, wanting more. A heart you didn't keep, a love that fell too deep. I'm left with shadows of what we used to be. A heart you didn't keep, a dream that couldn't sleep. I cry alone in the dark, still longing for me. I'll wear your memory like a scar. The ghost of us will follow me. But maybe one day I'll find who we are. Without you, I can finally breathe. A heart you didn't keep, a love that fell too deep. I'm left with shadows of what we used to be. A heart you didn't keep, a dream that couldn't sleep. I cry alone in the dark, still longing for me. A heart you didn't keep, a heart you didn't keep. We were standing on a maybe, calling it forever then. Every promise felt so heavy, like it would never end. I believed in all your someday, held your words against my skin. But the truth was slowly breaking, even when you pulled me in. You said love was something certain, I made it my whole truth. But I was loving for the both of us while you were halfway through. We were almost forever, but forever never came. I was holding on to you while you were letting go the same. I gave you all my heart, you gave me reasons to stay scared. We were almost forever, but I loved you alone right there. Every night I try to fix us with the pieces you left behind. I kept choosing your excuses over what I felt inside. I was waiting for a moment you were never meant to give. I was drowning in the future you had already lived. I see it now so clearly, what I couldn't then. You stayed because it was easy, now life around a dream you already left for dead. I held on through the silence, through the nights you weren't there. We were almost forever, but I loved you alone, I swear. We were almost forever, but forever wasn't real. I was bleeding out my love while you felt nothing at all to feel. I'll learn how to let you go, even though it isn't fair. We were almost forever, but I loved you alone right there. Almost forever still hurts like it was meant to be. Almost forever was just forever to me. You just thought stay. The room still smells like yesterday. Your shadow hasn't gone away. I talk to walls and know your name, like you might answer me the same. You said nothing when I asked why, just looked away, avoided my eyes. I was holding on to every word while you were already unheard. You didn't scream, you didn't fight. You just faded out of my life. You left me in the silence with all the things we couldn't say. I begged for signs of violence, anything but walking away. You left me in the silence where your love used to be. It's loud enough to break my heart, quiet enough to bury me. I replay moments like a crime, searching for the fault in time. What did I miss? Where did I fail? When did your feelings start to pale? You touched my hand but not my soul. I felt you slipping, losing hold. I stayed hoping you would choose, but hope was the first thing I lost to you. I waited for you to come back to me while you were already free. You left me in the silence, lying next to you alone. I felt my heart slowly breaking in a place I called my home. You left me in the silence, no goodbye, no release, just your absence screaming loud in the shape of peace. I wasn't asking you to stay forever, just to fight like I did, like we mattered. But loving you felt like screaming in a world that chose not to hear. You left me in the silence, and I learned how pain can grow when the one you love the most is the first to let you go. You left me in the silence, but I'm still standing here with a heart that loved too deeply and a wound that hasn't healed. I scream inside, but no sound comes. A heart torn apart, where love once shone. I thought your love would never fade. I thought our dreams would never betray. But now I'm hollow, empty and clear. Crying without tears, feeling the weight of all my fears. The love we lost, the pain I hide, it burns inside, I can't deny. Crying without tears, a silent heart full of years. I gave my all, I gave my soul, but now I'm left to pay the toll. I walk the streets, but I see no light. Your shadow follows me through the night. I reach for comfort, I reach for you, but nothing remains, no love to pursue. I whispered your name to the empty sky, hoping somehow you'd hear my cry. But love can vanish, love can disappear, and I'm left crying without tears, feeling the weight of all my fears. The love we lost, the pain I hide, it burns inside, I can't deny. Crying without tears, a silent heart full of years. I gave my all, I gave my soul, but now I'm left to pay the toll. I'll hold the pieces though they sting. I'll try to breathe, I'll try to cling, but the emptiness won't let me go. Crying without tears, this pain I know. Crying without tears, feeling the weight of all my fears. The love we lost, the pain I hide, it burns inside, I can't deny. Crying without tears, a silent heart full of years. I gave my all, I gave my soul, but now I'm left to pay the toll. Crying without tears, crying without I stare at the walls, your shadow lingers here. Every corner whispers what I want to hear. I gave my all, my heart, my time, but love like ours slipped through the line. I thought we'd last, I thought we'd stay, but dreams can break in the cruelest way. I'm lost in memories, lost in the night. fix the heart you chose to bend. Don't know what to do with love. I'm making in silence, pushed and shoved. I gave my all, but it's never enough. Now I'm broken, don't know what to do with love. Don't know what to do with love. Don't know what to do with love. Don't know what to do with You say my name like nothing's wrong, like I'm still where I belong. But your eyes won't stay with mine, they're already gone with time. You hold my hand but feel so far, like touching light from a dying star. If love is here, why do I bleed every time you talk to me? If your heart is somewhere else, don't dress it up as something else. Don't say you love me if you're letting me go. Don't say forever when you already know. Your words are breaking what's left of me. If love is gone, don't say you love me. I stayed awake through every doubt, chose you when you checked out. I learned your silence, every sign, still hoped you'd change your mind. I built a home inside your name, you burned it down and walked away. Now all that's left is memory and promises that torture me. Truth hurts less than sympathy. Don't say you love me with goodbye in your eyes. Don't call it timing, don't dress it said goodbye beneath the fading sky. Thought I could let go, thought I could try, but your shadow lingers in every place. I see your face in the empty space. I told myself the pain would fade, that love like ours would not invade, but memories cling like a haunting friend. This is a goodbye that never ends. Goodbye that never ends. Every heartbeat calls your name again. I walk alone, I cry, I pretend, but the ache stays. This goodbye never ends. Goodbye that never ends. The love we lost, the time we spent. I'm trapped in the echoes of what was meant. This is a goodbye that never ends. I hear you laugh in the wind outside. I feel you touching the tears I hide. Every song, every corner of the night brings back the love I cannot fight. I beg the stars to erase the past, to let the pain fade, to make it last. But some hearts break and some love bends, and this is a goodbye. Goodbye that never ends. Every heartbeat calls your name again. I walk alone, I cry, I pretend, but the ache stays. This goodbye never ends. Goodbye that never ends. The love we lost, the time we spent. I'm trapped in the echoes of what was meant. This is a goodbye that never ends. I'll try to move, I'll try to breathe, but your memory's a wound that won't leave. I'll hold the pieces, though they bend, lost in the sorrow. This goodbye won't end. Goodbye that never ends. Every heartbeat calls your name again. I walk alone, I cry, I pretend, but the ache stays. This goodbye never ends. Goodbye that never ends. The love we lost, the time we spent. I'm trapped in the echoes of what was meant. This is a goodbye that never ends. Goodbye that never ends. Goodbye that never ends. Goodbye that never ends. I gave you all I had, my heart, my soul, but you only met me halfway, never home. The nights were long, I whispered your name, but half a love can't bear a flame. I dreamed of forever, you dreamed apart. I held the pieces, but you held my heart. I begged for more, I asked for truth, but you gave me nothing, left me confused. Half a love, it's not enough to mend the cracks, to heal the rough. I stayed awake, I fought, I grieved, but you only gave half a love to me. Half a love, half a lie, a fragile dream that couldn't survive. I cried alone, I tried. every word you said, every touch I can't. Now they haunt me in the silence where I went. I waited by the door, I counted every hour, hoping you'd come back, hoping love had power. But some hearts don't turn, some hands don't stay, and I'm still here while you walked away. I stayed, you left, and I'm drowning in the echoes of our theft. I stayed, you left, carried all my love, left only regret. I stayed, you left, and the pieces of my heart are still bereft. I stayed, you left, but I'll keep the memories of what we were. I hear your laugh in empty rooms, I see your face in the fading moon. I reach for you in every dream, but you're gone and nothing's as it seems. I beg the night to bring you home, but stars don't answer when love's alone. You chased your freedom, I chased your heart. Now I'm learning how to live torn apart. I stayed, you left, and I'm drowning in the echoes of our theft. I stayed, you left, carried all my love, left only regret. I stayed, you left, and the pieces of my heart are still bereft. I stayed, you left, but I'll keep the memories of what we were. I whispered your name into the wind, hoping somehow you'd hear within. But silence came and I understood. Some love is lost no matter how good. I stayed, you left, I stayed, you left, and I'm drowning in the echoes of our theft. I stayed, you left, carried all my love, left only regret. I stayed, you left, to be I stayed, you left, but I'll keep the memories of what we were. I stayed, you left, I stayed, you left, I stayed, you left, I stayed, you left. Try. I really did. I bent my heart to fit your world, changed my shape, broke every rule. I learned to love the things you liked and swallowed words I needed to fight. I blamed myself when you pulled away, told my tears they had to wait. I stayed quiet, stayed in line, just to keep you by my side. You said I asked for way too much, everything else while I stood there choosing us. I learned how lonely love can be when you're the only one who believes. You loved me best when I was small, when I didn't need you at all. The moment I needed more, you started walking out the door. I wore your doubt like it was mine. Let it live inside my mind. I was never enough for you, even when I broke in two. You called me strong so you wouldn't stay. That's how you walked away. I was never enough somehow, but I see the truth now. Love shouldn't make you feel ashamed for wanting to be chosen the same. I don't hate you, I just hate how I learned to self-erase, trying to be with you to do while forgetting who I was before. I was never enough for you, but that doesn't make it true. It just means you couldn't love all the parts I was made of. I was never enough for you, and I'm finally letting go of a love that made me feel like I was hard to hold. I was always enough, just not for you. I thought your words were true, I thought your heart was mine. I gave my soul in pieces, thought our stars would align. But whispers in the dark revealed the lies you told. A love so fragile, slipping, turning cold. I trusted every smile, every touch, every sign. I believed in forever, thought you'd always be mine. But honesty was absent, love was only a tease. And now I'm left here broken, begging for peace. If love was honest, you wouldn't leave. If love was honest, you'd never deceive. I held on to shadows, I held on to dreams, but it wasn't real, nothing's what it seems. If love was honest, we'd still be whole. If love was honest, you'd never let go. But I'm standing alone in the cold, bitter night. If love was honest, you'd have held me tight. I see your face in every passing crowd, hear your voice in silence, so cruel and loud. I gave you everything, my heart, my fight, but you turned away, vanished from my life. I beg for truth, for a love that's sincere, but the echoes of your lies are all I hear. Some hearts pretend, some love betrays. nothing's what it seems. If love was honest, we'd still be whole. If love was honest, you'd never let go. But I'm standing alone in the cold, bitter night. If love was honest, you'd have held me tight. If love was honest, if love was honest, if love was honest. The nights are the hardest. The lights are off, but I'm wide awake, talking to thoughts I can't escape. Your side of the bed still cold to touch. I swear I miss you way too much. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but the truth comes out after midnight, when the world is quiet and I'm alone. Your name still feels like home. I'm strong all day, I wear my smile, but night remembers every mile. I'm still missing you at night, when the stars don't shine as bright, when there's no one left to hold, and the dark feels way too close. And I'm still missing you at night, when I replay every fight, every word I wish I said, every tear I never let you see me shed. I deleted your number from my phone, but my heart still knows it by its own. Every song we used to play feels like a goodbye I can't replay. I see you in my dreams sometimes. You smile like we're still fine. Then I wake up to the truth that loving you is what I still do. I've learned how to let you go, but forgetting you is slow. I'm still missing you at night, when the silent stars still bite. I trace your name across my skin, like that might bring you back again. I'm still missing you at night, when I lose another fight, with the memories in my head that won't let go of what we had. I don't call, I don't chase, I keep my tears in a hidden place. But if you asked if I'm okay, I lie the same old way. I'm still missing you at night, but I'm learning how to survive with a heart that's bruised and tired, still hoping, still on fire. I'm still missing you at night, and maybe I always will, but missing you means I loved you real, and that's something time can't steal. Still missing you, and I still remember the sound of nothing. You didn't slam the door or say goodbye. No tears, no fight, no reason why. You just stopped looking at me the same, like love forgot how to say my name. Your words grew short, your touch grew cold. Our story half told, left to fold. I felt you leaving day by day, but stayed, hoping you'd ask me to stay. I asked if something was wrong. You said I'm fine and proved me wrong. That was the day love went quiet. No anger, no goodbye, just silence filling up the space where your heart used to lie. That was the day love went quiet. I felt it in my chest when loving you became lonely and staying hurt the best. I learned how loud your absence was, even when you were still with us. I slept beside a stranger's breath, mourning us before the death. I tried to fix what you wouldn't face, smiled through tears, kept the pace. But love can't live where it's ignored, and I was breaking, being adored by none. I carried us on my own until my strength was gone. That was the day love went quiet, when your eyes stopped searching for mine. I spoke my fears into the dark and got no sign. That was the day love went quiet. I knew before you said some goodbyes happened silently inside the bed. I wasn't asking for perfection, just honesty, just direction. But you chose comfort over truth and left me guessing what we were losing. That was the day love went quiet, and I finally heard my heart begging me to let you go before I fell apart. That was the day love went quiet, but I survived the sound of loving someone who stayed too long and never stayed around. That was the day love went quiet. Waited too long. I stayed when I should have walked away. Told myself you'd change someday. I loved you loud, you loved me slow, and I learned how lonely that can go. I cried in rooms you never saw, smiled so you wouldn't feel the fault. I held us up with shaking hands, praying you'd finally understand. You said you loved me in your way, but love don't grow on yesterday. We loved too late when my heart was tired. I begged for sparks, you brought me fire that burned me down instead of warm. I stayed too long, you stayed unsure. We loved too late, now I'm late. watched you drift right next to me, like I was there but couldn't be seen. You held my hand but not my pain, said trust me while I broke again. I needed effort, not excuses. I needed truth, not empty uses. I loved you more than I should admit, and lost myself inside of it. I waited for you to choose us while choosing you destroyed me. We loved too late when I had no fight left in my heart to beg you to try. I said I'm fine 1,000 times, but I was breaking every night. We loved too late, now I walk alone, stronger than when I loved you whole. I learned my worth when you couldn't see. You lost me slowly, painfully. I wasn't asking for the world, just for you to love me loud, to show me I was enough before my tears had dried up. We loved too late and it still hurts, but loving you hurt worse. I let you go to save my heart, even though you were my start. We loved too late, and I'm choosing me now. Too late. I remember how you held my hand like I was all you'd ever need. You said my name like it meant the world, now it echoes back to me. I gave you all my quiet prayers, every piece I tried to say, but somewhere in between your silence, you slowly walked away. You stopped looking at me the same, stop fighting, stop trying. I felt the moment your heart let go before you ever said goodbye. When you stopped choosing me, I was still choosing you, still breaking my own heart, trying to love us through. When you stopped choosing me, I stood there all alone, watching everything we were turn into what we're not. I loved you when you were unsure, I stayed when you were free, but it killed me slowly when you stopped choosing me. I blame myself for all your doubts, like love was my mistake. I bent until I almost broke just to make you stay. You said you needed time to breathe, but I was drowning here, holding on to promises you no longer fear to lose. You stopped hearing my cries at night, stopped seeing my pain. I was fighting for something you had already let fade. could see, but it shattered everything when you stopped choosing me. If loving you meant losing myself, then maybe I held on too long. But how do you walk away from a place that once felt like home? I begged in ways I never said, I stayed in ways that hurt, and now I'm learning how to live with the silence you prefer. When you stopped choosing me, I finally understood love can still break your heart, even when it once felt good. When you stopped choosing me, I had to set you free, even though my heart still beats like you're a part of me. I loved you more than I should, more than you ever saw, and I'll spend forever healing from the day you chose to stop. I don't hate you, I just wish you'd stayed, or at least told me when you stopped choosing me. I felt your hands, I felt your touch. I believed in us, I believed too much. Every smile, every word you said led me to a love that left me dead. I gave you all I had inside, held your heart while you ran and lied. Some love is cruel, some hearts deceive, and somehow you love me. You love me to leave, tore apart the dreams I tried to weave. You held me close just to let me go, left me in the dark, in the ache. I know you love me to leave, left me with nothing, nothing to believe. I'm standing alone, broken, betrayed by the love that chose to fade. I hear your voice in the pouring rain, I see your shadow in my endless pain. I reach for warmth that's never there. You gave me love only to tear. I beg the night to take you back, but love like ours has lost its track. Some hearts can't stay, some love deceives, and somehow to let me go, left me in the dark, in the ache. I know you love me to leave, left me with nothing, nothing to believe. I'm standing alone, broken, betrayed by the love that chose to fade. I'll hold the pieces of my shattered heart, learn to live though close just to let me go, left me in the dark, in the ache. I know you love me to leave, left me with nothing, nothing to believe. I'm standing alone, broken, betrayed by the love that chose to fade. You left me to leave. You left me to leave. I thought time would heal this, but it didn't. Your goodbye was calm, almost kind, like you'd already made up your mind. You said you'll be okay someday, while I was breaking right there in your face. I watched you walk out of my life like it was easy, like I'd be fine. I smiled so you wouldn't feel bad, then cried alone over what we had. You left with peace inside your chest. I stayed with questions and no rest. Your goodbye still hurts when I'm alone in empty rooms that feel like home. I replay words you didn't say and blame myself for asking you to stay. Your goodbye still hurts, it always will, like loving you was against my will. I let you go, but part of me is still stuck where you left me. I try to be strong, I try to move on, but every song still proves me wrong. Your name still echoes in my mind, like love doesn't know how to die. You promised we'd be okay in time, but healing isn't a straight line sign. Some days I'm fine, some days I fall, some nights I miss you more than all. I forgave you before I healed, that's the part nobody sees. Your goodbye still hurts when I breathe, like I lost the best part of me. I gave you love you couldn't keep, now I pay the price in my sleep. Your goodbye still hurts, it cuts so deep. I pretend I'm stronger than I seem. You moved on like I was a phase. I stayed behind in the wreck you made. I wasn't asking you to stay forever, just to fight like I did, like we mattered. But you chose the easy way out, and I chose the pain you left me with. Your goodbye still hurts, but I survive. Even when I'm barely alive, I loved you more than words can say, and I'd still choose you anyway. Your goodbye still hurts, and that's okay. It means my love was real, not fake. One day this ache will fade away, but tonight your goodbye still hurts. It still hurts. Your memory runs like a cold, sharp rain. I touch the space where you used to be. but all I feel is your absence haunting me. I thought the scars would fade with time. I thought the hurt would heal, I'd be fine. But every corner, every street whispers your name, and my heart skips a beat. Your name still bleeds through the nights and endless dreams. It lingers in the air, it cuts so deep. Your name still bleeds in the tears I can't release. I'm trapped in the love you left behind, and I'm losing mine. I hear you laughing, passing stranger smiles. I see your eyes in every passing mile. I reach for you in the dark in vain, but love like ours can only leave pain. I beg the stars to bring you near, to erase the hurt, to calm the fear. But some hearts break, some love deceives, and your ghost remains. Your name still bleeds. Your name still bleeds through the nights and endless dreams. It lingers in the air, it cuts so deep. Your name still bleeds in the tears I can't release. I'm trapped in the love you left behind, and I'm losing my mind. I'll try to breathe, I'll try to let go, but your shadow follows and the pain grows. I'll hold the pieces though they're torn, haunted by the love that left me worn. Your name still bleeds through the nights and endless dreams. It lingers in the air, it cuts so deep. Your name still bleeds in the tears I can't release. I'm trapped in the love you left behind, and I'm losing my mind. Your name still bleeds. Your name still bleeds. Your name still bleeds. I remember the nights you held my hand, said my name like I was your only plan. I gave you every piece of me, believed your love was real endlessly. You were the reason I learned how to smile. Now you're the reason I cry with you, but I loved you alone. Oh, I try to be strong, pretend I'm okay, but my heart still breaks every day. You walked away without a sound, left my love bleeding on the ground. I loved you alone while you were halfway gone. I held on to promises you already moved on. I loved you alone with all of my soul. You were my forever, but I was never your home. I see a shadow in every place, every song still knows your face. I tell myself you're just a memory, but memories don't let go of me. You said someday like it meant forever, but someday never came together. I waited while you let me go, still loving you alone. I chose the pain instead of lies, let the tears fall from my eyes. Better to hurt now than pretend that you'll ever come back again. I loved you alone while you were letting go. I fought for us when you stopped wanting more. I loved you alone through silence and doubt. You were already free while I was breaking down. If loving you was a mistake, then why does it still feel this real? I gave you my heart to take, now I'm the one who has to heal. Tell me how to erase your name from every dream, every prayer. 'Cause even now through all this pain, I still wish you were here. I loved you alone, and that's the truth. I lost myself trying to hold on to you. I loved you alone, and now I see the hardest goodbye is setting my heart free. I won't beg you anymore, I've cried all I can cry. If love means losing myself, then tonight I say goodbye. I loved you I saw the world in your eyes, felt the warmth of our fragile skies. I held your hand, I gave my all. Never thought I'd be the one to fall. You whispered love, made me feel alive. Told me forever, told me we'd survive. But dreams can shatter, hearts can deceive, and you let me believe that our love would never leave. You let me trust, you let me fall, and I replay every laugh, every kiss, the moments I thought I'd never miss. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, but you took it all and left a hole. I beg the night to bring you near, to erase the pain, to quiet the fear. But some hearts wander, some love deceives, and you let me believe that our love would never leave. You let me trust, you let me fall, and now I'm broken, left with nothing at all. You let me believe that we were meant to breathe in a world made for two, but the truth was never you. I'll hold the memories though they sting. I'll learn to live without everything. The light fades, the tears still fall, but I'll rise again even after it all. You let me believe that our love will never leave. You let me trust, you let me fall, and now I'm broken, left with nothing at all. You let me believe that we were meant to breathe in a world made for two, but the truth was never you. You let me believe, you let me believe, you let me believe. I laugh a little louder now, so no one hears the cracks. I keep your name behind my teeth, like it might pull you back. You ask me how I've been these days. I say I'm doing fine, but every word is just a lie to hide what's on my mind. I learned to cry without a sound, to love without a place. You left me standing in between your goodbye and my pain. I'm crying where you'll never know, in rooms you've never seen. I fall apart when no one's there, still calling you in my dreams. I'm crying where you'll never know. wishes you were there. I'm crying where you'll never know, but I'm learning how to heal. I'm picking up the shattered parts you never tried to feel. I'm crying where you'll never know, but one day I'll be strong. Your silence won't define my worth or keep me holding on. I loved you more than words could show, more than you'll ever know. I'm crying where you'll never know, and slowly letting go. The room is loud with memories, but no one hears my pain. Your name still lives inside my chest like an unhealed endless rain. I smile when they ask if I'm okay. I lie like I've learned to do, because explaining how I feel always leads back to you. I try to be strong, I try to move on, but love doesn't leave on command. You walked away with half of my soul and never looked back again. I cry for you in silence when no one sees me break. every dream, every fear, every fragile part. I stayed awake through nights I couldn't bear, hoping you'd see the love inside my heart. I laughed at your jokes, hid my tears, tried to be the one you needed, but every step I took for you felt like I was slowly bleeding. I whispered your name to the silent walls, prayed you feel what I feel, but loving you so completely left me empty, left me unreal. I gave you everything and lost myself, every piece of me, every unspoken thought. You took my love and left me alone to count the cost of all I sought. I gave you everything and lost myself, chasing a dream that wasn't mine. Now I'm picking up the shattered pieces of a heart I thought you'd cherish for all time. I changed who I was to fit your world, hid my pain so you'd never see. But love shouldn't be a cage, it shouldn't steal the soul from me. I forgave your silence, your careless ways, believed in every word you said, but the truth came slowly, painfully. You never wanted me instead. I try to hold on, try to make you stay, but love can't live where it's not. I gave my all, and in return you left me with a heart that's forgot. I gave you everything and lost myself, every piece of me, every unspoken thought. You took my love and left me alone to count the cost of all I sought. I gave you everything and lost myself, chasing a dream that wasn't mine. Now I'm picking up the shattered pieces of a heart I thought you'd cherish for all time. If love was meant to heal me, why did it hurt this way? I loved beyond my limits and paid for it every day. I don't hate you, I don't blame you, I only blame the pain inside. I gave my heart and lost my way, and still I loved you with all my pride. I gave you everything and lost myself, but now I learn to breathe again. The love I gave so freely will grow inside me, not depend on him. I gave you everything and lost myself, but from these ashes I'll rise. One day I'll love without losing me and find the strength behind my cries. I gave you everything and lost myself, but now I'm finding me again. I loved you in the waiting, in the spaces you left cold. were solid gold. I spoke your name in prayers, you barely heard my voice. I stayed when I was hurting, thinking love was still a choice. You gave me pieces never whole, just enough to make me stay. I kept believing one day you loved me the same way. I loved alone and paid the price with every tear I hid inside. I gave you more than I had left. You gave me reasons why. I loved alone and paid the price for hoping you would change. I lost myself just loving you, and you walked away the same. I learned to read a silence like it was something kind. I blame myself for all the ways you slowly changed your mind. I smiled through the breaking so you wouldn't feel the weight. I carried both our hearts while you decided how to stay. I waited for the love I deserved in a place it couldn't live. I begged for warmth with empty hands and called it all I could give. I loved alone and paid the price with every tear I hid inside. I gave you more than I had left. You gave me reasons why. I loved alone and paid the price for hoping you would change. I lost myself just loving you, and you walked away the same. If loving you meant disappearing, and that's what I became, a heart that beat for someone who never felt the same. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed so long, thinking pain was proof of love, thinking broken meant strong. I loved alone and paid the price, but now I see it clear. Love shouldn't feel like begging or drowning in your fear. I loved alone and paid the price, but I'm choosing me tonight. I'll carry scars, not chains anymore. I survived the fight. I loved you without protection. I loved you without a plan. I loved alone and paid the price, but I'm still here. I still stand. You laughed like nothing ever hurt, like love was just a passing line. You say my name without a pause, while mine still trembles saying yours at night. I replay every word you said, looking for where I went wrong. You moved on I was a phase, I stayed loving you all along. I carried us when you got tired. I held the weight you dropped. You closed the door so easily. I stood there hoping you'd stop. I'm breaking while you're fine, drowning while you breathe. You found your peace in letting go. I lost myself in we. I'm breaking while you're fine, still crying over you. You left with barely a goodbye. I stayed with everything we knew. I see you smiling in new lights, like I was never part of your past. While I'm stuck in the ruins of a love I thought would last. I learned to sleep beside the pain, to wake up feeling small. You said it's just the way it is, like my heart meant nothing at all. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate how easy it was to walk away from everything that I still cry because I'm breaking while you're fine, pretending I don't care. You sleep at night, I count regrets and feel you everywhere. I'm breaking while you're fine, still loving what we were. You healed by walking out the door. I'm bleeding, trying to be sure. If loving you was a lesson, it was written in scars. I gave you my whole heart. You gave me reason to fall apart. I don't need you to come back. I just wish you knew that surviving your goodbye is the hardest thing I'll ever do. I'm breaking while you're fine, but maybe this will pass. One day your name won't hurt so much, it'll just be part of the past. I'm breaking while you're fine, but I won't stay this way. I loved you deeper than you knew, and that's the price I paid. You're fine, and I'm still here, learning how to breathe again. I'm breaking, but I'll survive, even if you never understand. I stayed longer than I should have, hoping love would change its mind. I kept fixing what you broke, calling it a sign. I watched myself disappear, trying to keep you whole. I loved you with a wounded heart. you never tried to hold. You didn't leave all at once, you left a little every day, until loving you felt heavier than watching you walk away. Loving you hurt more than losing you. That's the truth I couldn't face. I bled in silence just to stay, while you slowly turned away. Loving you hurt more than losing you. I lost myself before you were gone. You let me break to keep you close. Now I'm learning how to be alone. I memorized your moods and fears, ignored my own inside. I called your distance just a phase, and swallowed all my pride. I begged for warmth you didn't give. I stayed when I should have run. You stopped choosing me somewhere before we were truly done. I waited for the love I deserved in a place it couldn't live. I gave you everything I had. You took all I could give. Loving you hurt more than losing you. That's the truth I couldn't face. I bled in silence just to stay, while you slowly turned away. Loving you hurt more than losing you. I lost myself before you were gone. You let me break to keep you close. Now I'm learning how to be alone. If loving means forgetting myself, then love became my crime. I held on to your fading heart and let go of mine. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate who I became, trying to earn your love in a losing game. Loving you hurt more than losing you, but losing you is how I heal. I'm walking away with scars and truth, and finally learning how to feel. Loving you hurt more than losing you, so this goodbye is mercy now. I'll miss you, yes, but I'll survive, because loving me matters somehow. I loved you deeper than my voice, deeper than my own heart knew. Loving you hurt more than losing you. And still I loved you. You packed your words in empty lies, said you needed time to breathe. I watched the door close softly while my soul stayed on its knees. You took your clothes, your memories, left the promises instead. I smiled like I understood, while everything inside me bled. me so easily, like love was something you outgrew. But part of me was still holding on to the life I dreamed with you. My heart stayed when you left. It didn't know how to run. You took the future with you and left me with what we'd begun. My heart stayed when you left, still waiting in our past. You moved on with your life, mine stopped at the last goodbye we had. I sleep on my side of the bed, like you might come home tonight. I replay all the almost in the quiet fading light. They say I should be stronger now, that love will come again. But no one tells you how to breathe when your heart's still where you've been. You found peace in letting go, I found pain in staying true. I kept loving all alone, even when there was no you. My heart stayed when you left. It didn't know how to run. You took the future with you and left me with what we'd begun. My heart stayed when you left, still waiting in our past. You moved on with your life, mine stopped at the last goodbye we had. If loving you was my mistake, I paid with every tear. I would have left 1,000 times if I wasn't still hoping you'd be here. I don't hate you for walking away, I hate that I let you see only the strong parts of my love and none of what it did to me. My heart stayed when you left, but I'm learning how to heal. I'm gathering the pieces now, teaching myself what's real. My heart stayed when you left, but tonight I choose to move. I'll miss you without breaking and learn how to live without you. You left with no regrets, I stayed with all the pain. My heart stayed when you left, but someday it'll be mine again. I learned to smile with shaking hands, to say I'm fine like it's the truth. I hid the cracks behind my eyes so you would never feel the bruise. I stood beside you when you pulled away, pretended distance wasn't real. I loved you quietly, desperately, while you forgot how I should feel. Every night I broke apart, but mornings found me brave. I gave you peace at my expense and called it love I gave. These are the tears I never let you see, the ones I cried when you turned cold. I held them in so you could breathe while my own heart what not to say. I chose to lose myself instead of pushing you away. I begged the stars in quiet rooms to make you choose me too, but hope became a heavier thing the longer I loved you. You never asked how much it hurt, I never dared to show. Some love is loud when breaking hearts, some die silent and slow. These are the tears I never let you see, the ones I cried when you turned cold. I held them in so you could breathe while my own heart grew old. These are the tears I never let you see. I swallow pain so you'd stay free. You walked away untouched by love while it was killing me. If loving you meant disappearing, then that's what I became. A shadow standing next to you without a voice, without a name. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame me for staying so long, thinking love was meant to hurt, just to prove it was strong. These are the tears I never let you see, but now they fall for me. I'm learning how to hold my heart with honesty. These are the tears I never let you see. No more hiding, no more lies. If love cost me my whole self, then love was never right. I cried for you in silence so you could sleep in peace. These are the tears I never let you see. And now I finally let you leave. I trusted every word you said, like they were written in my skin. I gave you parts I never shared and let you all the way in. I stood by you when love felt hard, when you were cold, when you were lost. I paid for promises you made and never counted up the cost. You watched me bend, you saw me break, and still you chose to go. You held my heart without a care, then dropped it soft and slow. You broke me and walked away like I was easy to replace. Left me bleeding in the dark while you erased our trace. You broke me and walked away, didn't look back, didn't stay. I'm still learning how to breathe after you broke me and walked away. I learned your silence better than I ever knew your touch. I kept lowering my needs just to not ask for too much. I begged myself to be enough while you were drifting free. I stayed and loved you endlessly. You stopped choosing me. You took my love, my faith, my time. just ache for the girl I used to be, the one who loved without fear. Before you shattered me, I'd forgive you if it helped, but forgiveness can't erase the nights I cried myself to sleep, calling out your name. You broke me and walked away, but I'm standing here somehow, holding pieces of my heart you never cared to hold. You broke me and walked away, and I finally see the truth. Losing you is pain, yes, but losing me was worse with you. You broke me and walked away. I stayed with the pain you made, and now I'm learning how to heal from the love you couldn't stay for. I thought forever was ours to keep. I held your hand through every storm, but love can falter quietly and leave a heart so torn. I whispered dreams into your ear, believed every word you said. Now silence falls where laughter lived. I'm left with tears instead. I try to fix the cracks in us, but some things can't be healed. You let go slowly without a sound, and now this is all I feel. This is how loving you ends. Our hearts still beating but breaking inside. I gave you all my everything and watched it fade with your goodbye. This is how loving you ends. The dreams we built are gone tonight. I'll carry this love quietly, even as you walk out of my life. I stayed too long, I forgave too much, hoping you'd see my pain. But love can't survive alone, it dies where it can't remain. I held on to your shadowed smile, every fleeting glance, every touch. Now I'm learning slowly, some love hurts too much. I try to mend the pieces left, but some breaks can't be sewn. You chose the path that left me here alone, still loving you unknown. This is how loving you ends. Our hearts still beating but breaking inside. I gave you all my everything and watched it fade with your goodbye. This is how loving you ends. The dreams we built are gone tonight. I'll carry this love quietly, even as you walk out of my life. If loving you was a lesson, I learned it the hardest way. Some hearts are meant to break before they find a day to stay. I don't blame you for leaving, I only blame my own hope. I loved you past the limits, and now I have to cope. This is how loving you ends. A quiet ache that no one can see. I gave you all my everything, but love wasn't meant for me. This is how loving you ends. A silent heart, a broken mind. I'll hold your memory gently as I leave our love behind. This is how loving you ends, and I'll survive, even if my heart still bends. The house is louder now without your voice. Every room still remembers your name. I wake up reaching for what we were and fall asleep inside the pain. Time keeps moving like nothing changed, but everything in me feels wrong. I learned how to breathe without you here, but not how to be strong. I smile in public, I laugh on cue, but the truth hides deep inside. I lost more than just loving you. I lost the girl I was inside. This is the life that hurt after you left. Every day feels heavier than before. I carry your absence everywhere, like a weight I can't ignore. This is the life that hurt after you left, where healing moves painfully slow. I survived the goodbye you gave to me, but living without you is what hurts the most. Your name still echoes in my head, in songs and streets and empty nights. I tried to erase the shape of you, but love doesn't fade on sight. I kept the promises you forgot. I held them close like scars. You moved on like we never happened. I'm still counting stars. They say love ends when someone goes, but mine stayed, learned to ache. I didn't just lose you when you left, I lost the future we didn't make. This is the life that hurt after you left. Every day feels heavier than before. I carry your absence everywhere, like a weight I can't ignore. This is the life that hurt after you left, where healing moves painfully slow. I survived the goodbye you gave to me, but living without you is what hurts the most. If loving you was my mistake, I paid with every part of me. I gave my heart without defense, and now I live with the memory. I don't hate you, I don't regret. I just wish you knew the cost of walking away from someone who loved you till she was lost. This is the life that hurt after you left, but I'm still standing here somehow. I'm learning how to hold my pain without asking you back now. This is the life that hurt after you left, a heart still broken but alive. I'll carry love with quieter hands and learn how that hurt after you left, and the strength I'm trying to find. Morning comes, but nothing feels new. The sun still rises without you. I wear the day like borrowed skin, living a life I don't believe in. Your cup still sits beside the sink, like you might come back if I blink. But time keeps moving cold and cruel, and I'm the only one standing still. I thought love would save me, I thought you were home, but now I'm learning how to exist completely alone. I'm breathing through a broken life, one slow breath at a time, trying not to fall apart, just trying to survive. I smile enough to fool the world, but inside I'm barely alive. I'm not living, I'm just breathing through a broken life. Your voice still echoes in my head, every promise, every forever you said. I replay moments I can't erase, like love was a crime I had to pay. I pass by places we used to be, they remember you better than me. I walk through days like empty rooms, with nothing left but missing you. They say be strong, they say let go, like healing is easy, like I don't know that some goodbyes never end, they just learn how to pretend. I'm breathing through a broken life, one slow breath at a time, trying not to fall apart, just trying to survive. I smile enough to fool the world, but inside I'm barely alive. I'm not living, I'm just breathing through a broken life. If loving you was my mistake, I paid with everything I was. I lost my sleep, I lost my peace, I lost my faith in us. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed so long, believing love meant breaking myself just to prove I was strong. I'm still here, even if I don't feel whole. Nighttime is where the truth appears, when silence screams and no one hears. I cry into pillows, bite my lips so the pain doesn't fully exist. I talk to you in empty air, like part of me thinks you still care, but hope is the slowest way to die, and I've had enough goodbyes. I'm breathing through a broken life, with a heart that doesn't heal. Every step feels heavier than what I meant to feel. I gave you all the best of me, now I'm lost inside. That's the truth I can't deny. Now all I have is breath in my chest and the will to stay alive. Put my makeup on like armor, practice laughing in the mirror. I step outside, I play my role, like nothing ever hurt my soul. They ask me how I've been these days. I say I'm fine, then look away. They don't see what lives inside. They don't know how much I hide. I learned to keep my voice steady even when my heart's not strong. I learned how to look so okay while everything inside is wrong. I smile in public, cry at night, hold it together under bright. I look so healed, but I'm not alright. I fall apart when I'm out of sight. I smile in public, cry at night, replay your words, your last goodbye. I act like I've already moved on, but alone I'm barely holding on. Your name still lives in quiet places, in old songs, familiar faces. I pretend it doesn't hurt anymore, but pain still waits behind my door. I kept the promises you broke, still swallowed every word you spoke. You left so easy, so complete, while I stayed with shattered dreams. They say time heals, but they don't know some wounds learn how to breathe. I carry love with nowhere to go, and memories that won't leave. I smile in public, cry at night, say I'm okay, but that's a lie. I look so strong in everyone's eyes, but weakness waits when I'm alone inside. I smile in public, cry at night, miss who I was before goodbye. You moved on like I was nothing. I stayed loving you, silently suffering. I don't hate you, that's the worst part. I still protect you in my heart. I still explain you when they ask, like loving you was my last task. If loving you was all I knew, then losing you erased my truth. I gave you more than I should have given. Now I'm learning how to live with it. Some nights I almost call your name just to feel something the same, but I hang up before I try, because silence hurts less than your reply. I wonder if you ever feel the damage you refuse to heal, or if I was just a phase, easy to forget, easy to replace. I smile in public, cry at night, hold my heart with all my might. I fake my peace, I fake my pride, but grief still sleeps right by my side. I smile in public, cry at night, still love you even when I fight to let you go, to let me heal from a love ever think of me. Know this truth quietly. I smiled so you wouldn't see how loving you destroyed me. Morning comes, but nothing feels new. The sun still rises, just not for you. I make the bed we never share. Talk to silence like you're still there. Coffee cools, the room feels wide. Every breath feels like I lied when I said I'd be okay. I'm just surviving every day. They say time moves on for all, but mine just learned how to crawl. Every second knows your name, nothing feels the same. I survive the days without you. I don't live, I just get through. I smile enough so no one knows how much I'm breaking when I'm alone. I survive the days without you, counting hours, counting pain. Loving you is still my truth, even when you're gone away. I pass the places we once stood, where forever felt understood. Now they're just streets, just air, just sound, but your absence screams so loud. I wear my strength like borrowed clothes, too heavy, but nobody knows that every step I take alone feels like walking over bones. You left so quietly somehow, but your echo's screaming now. I try to let your memory fade, but it never obeys. I survive the days without you. I don't live, I just get through. I laugh on cue, I play my role, but I'm falling out of control. I survive the days without you. Every night feels twice as long. I learned how to keep breathing, but I forgot how to be strong. If love was meant to save my heart, why did it tear my life apart? I gave you more than I should give. Now I'm learning how to live with half a heart with shattered plans, still reaching for your empty hand. I don't hate you, that's the truth. I just hate missing you. I survive, that's all I do. Sometimes I dream you call my name like nothing ever really changed. I wake up reaching for your voice, then remember I had no choice. I fold my pain into routine, make it small, make it unseen. 'Cause loving you didn't end, it just stopped being returned. I survive the days without That's my truth. That's all I can do. The house is quiet, but my mind won't sleep. Your absence screams louder than your voice ever did. I trace the walls where our laughter used to live. Now even breathing feels like something I can't forgive. Your clothes are gone, but your memory stayed like a shadow that never fades. I still hear your footsteps in the hall, even though you don't come home at all. They say time moves on for everyone, but mine still waits where you left me. I'm alive, but I'm not whole, just a heart learning how to bleed. I'm living with the pain you left behind. It sleeps beside me every night. You walked away and found your peace. I stayed and learned how heartbreak feels. I'm living with the pain you left behind, smiling just to survive. You closed the door and moved ahead. I stayed here loving what is dead. I tried to hate you, tried to forget, but love doesn't listen to regret. Every song still says your name. Every road still feels the same. I replay words you never meant, promises you couldn't keep. You said forever like a whisper, then left me drowning in the deep. You don't know how hard it is to live where love once breathed. You took the best part of my heart and taught me how to grieve. I'm living with the pain you left behind. It's written on my face. You healed by walking out of love. I healed by learning how to ache. I'm living with the pain you left behind, a weight I carry through my days. You forgot me like a season past. I remember you in every way. I don't cry like I used to. The tears learn how to hide. Pain doesn't always scream out loud. Sometimes it just survives. I loved you more than I loved myself. That was my greatest sin. I gave you home, I gave you soul, and you left without looking in. If loving you was a mistake, I paid with every breath. You taught me how to fall apart and call it doing my best. I don't want you back anymore. I just want peace someday. But healing feels impossible when your ghost still knows my name. I'm living with the pain you left behind while you're living without me. I pick up pieces of who I was and wonder who I'll be. I'm living with the pain you left behind, learning how to stand alone. You left me with a broken heart. hate you. I just wish I mattered enough to stay. I'm living with the pain you left behind and carrying it every single day. The house feels louder since you're gone. Every clock reminds me time moved on. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might come back once more. I wake up reaching for your name, then remember nothing's the same. Morning light hurts my eyes, it shows me truth I try to hide. They say love ends and people heal, but nobody tells you how it feels when the one you planned your life around leaves you standing on broken ground. Love left, life fell apart the day you walked away. I lost the future in my hands and the words I couldn't say. Love left, life fell apart. I tried to be so strong, but when you took your heart from mine, everything went wrong. I smile when people ask my name, pretend I'm not drowning in pain. I say I'm fine, like it's a skill, but nights are quiet and they kill. I replay moments in my head, all the promises you said. You swore you'd never let me break, but you were the mistake I stayed to make. I changed myself to make you stay, ignore the signs along the way. I loved you more than I loved me, and now I see what there can be. Love left, life fell apart when you stopped choosing me. I begged for scraps of your affection, call it loyalty. Love left, life fell apart, but you walked out just fine. I'm living with the damage now you left behind. Your absence follows everywhere, in empty rooms and silent prayers. I talk to walls that never reply, just to hear your name out loud. I don't hate you, I don't scream, I just sit with shattered dreams. Some love doesn't end with goodbye, it just slowly lets you die inside. If loving you was my crime, then I paid with all my time. I gave you every fragile part, and you still tore me apart. I stayed when I should have run, believed we weren't already done. You let me fall so you could fly, and never once looked back to ask why. Love left, life fell apart. I lost myself in you. I gave you all I had to give, and still it wasn't true. Love left, life fell apart, but I stayed through the pain. You found peace in walking away. I stayed but I'm still here, learning how to start. I was fine before you called my name, before you taught my heart to race. I lived in peace, I slept at night, I didn't fear the morning light. You came like hope in human skin, soft to words, gentle sins. You promised love without the pain. I trusted you again. I didn't know that love could be so loud inside, so cruel to me. You woke a heart that learned to hide and left it nowhere safe to cry. Loving you ruined my quiet life, turned calm into constant fear. Now silence screams your memory every time you're not here. Loving you ruined my quiet life. I can't unfeel what you gave. You taught my heart how deep it feels, then walked away. I miss the girl I was before I waited by the door, before my phone controlled my mood, before my nights were filled with you. I learned your pain, ignored my own, called loneliness being strong. I bent myself to fit your world until I felt so small. You said love takes sacrifice, so I became the price. I gave you peace, I gave you space, and lost myself inside that space. Loving you ruined my quiet life, turned calm into constant fear. Now silence screams your memory every time you're not here. Loving you ruined my quiet life. I can't unfeel what you gave. You taught my heart how deep it feels, then walked away. If love is meant to feel like war, why did I fight so long? I held your hand while losing me and called it being strong. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate that I stayed, thinking love was meant to hurt, just to prove it was real. Loving you ruined my quiet life, but maybe peace will come again. I'm learning how to sit alone without reaching for your hand. Loving you ruined my quiet life, but I won't lose myself again. I loved you deeper than my voice. Now I'm choosing me in end. I miss the quiet, but I survived the noise. Loving you ruined my quiet life, and still I loved you. didn't hear the moment it cracked, just a silence growing inside. I kept pretending I was strong while something in me quietly died. I stayed when I should have walked away. I smiled when I wanted to scream. I gave you the best parts of my soul and forgot who I used to be. I told myself love was supposed to hurt, that pain meant it was real. But every time you chose yourself, I lost something I couldn't heal. My heart broke, and so did I. Not all at once, just day by day. I learned how to breathe through shattered dreams and love that wouldn't stay. And my heart broke, and so did I. I held on until I was gone. You walked away, still feeling whole while I was learning how to carry on. I watched you drift without a sound, like I was easy to leave. You took my love like it was nothing, and I let you, I believed. I memorized your distance, called your absence just time. But the truth hurts more than losing you. You stopped being mine long before goodbye. I begged the night to numb the ache, to let me sleep without your name. But even dreams can feel the loss and wake me up in pain. My heart broke, and so did I. Not all at once, just day by day. I learned how to breathe through shattered dreams and love that wouldn't stay. My heart broke, and so did I. I held on until I was gone. You walked away, still feeling whole while I was learning how to carry on. If loving you was my mistake, I paid with every part of me. I bent, I broke, I disappeared just to keep you close to me. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate that I stayed so long, thinking love meant losing myself, just to prove I was strong. My heart broke, and so did I. But breaking showed me what was true. Love should never cost your soul just to be enough for you. My heart broke, and so did I. But I'm still standing here somehow. I lost us, yes, but found myself, and that's how I survive. No, my heart broke, and so did I. But I'm learning how to live after goodbye. I wake to empty rooms and faded light. The echoes of your voice haunt the night. Every corner holds a memory of a life that she left behind with me. I try to move, but the air feels heavy. The world keeps turning, but it's not steady. I reach for hands that aren't there and find only shadows of despair. I thought love would last forever, but forever left with you. Now I'm learning slowly what a life without you can do. This is the life after goodbye, a heart that aches but still survives. I walk through streets that know our names, but everything has changed. This is the life after goodbye. The nights are long, the days feel dry. I hide the tears that won't subside and breathe the pain you left behind. I hear your laughter in crowded rooms, see you smile in the morning gloom. I tell myself it's just my mind, but the memories are cruel and unkind. I kept our pictures in a drawer, but they don't bring the warmth anymore. I talk to friends, I laugh, I pretend, but the ache comes back when I'm alone again. I replay the words you didn't say, the love that slowly slipped away. I gave my heart, you let it go. Now I face the world, broken slow. This is the life after goodbye, a heart that aches but still survives. I walk through streets that know our names, but everything has changed. This is the life after goodbye. The nights are long, the days feel dry. I hide the tears that won't subside and breathe the pain you left behind. If love was meant to heal me, it taught me how to hurt instead. I learned to live with empty arms and whispered dreams that are dead. I don't blame you for leaving, I only blame the love I gave. For letting go was too easy, and I was too brave to save. This is the life after goodbye. I stand alone, but I survive. The world moves on, but I remain, holding pieces of this pain. This is the life after goodbye. I'll keep the memory, I won't deny. Though love is gone, I breathe, I try to live with the heart you left behind. This is the life after goodbye, and I'm still learning how to survive. Though the days are empty and nights are long, I'll find a way to carry on. The mornings don't feel like they used to. Sunlight feels colder on my skin. I still wake up reaching for you, then remember where we've been. The house is full but somehow empty. Your silence still calls my name. I keep living like nothing happened, but nothing feels the same. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you piece by piece. Every promise slowly faded until love finally released. When love ended, everything changed. The way I breathe, the way I pray. I smile less, I hurt more, I miss you in a thousand ways. When love ended, everything changed. The world kept moving, I stood still. I learned how deep a heart can break, and still somehow learn how to live. I walk past places we once dreamed in. They don't recognize me now. I speak your name inside my thoughts like it's something not allowed. I've tried replacing you with time, with noise, with nights out late, but no one tells you how lonely healing really feels like. You moved on like love was easy, like I was just a phase, but I'm still paying for the moments you forgot the next day. When love ended, everything changed. The way I trust, the way I feel. I built my walls a little higher, afraid of what is real. When love ended, everything changed. My heart grew quiet, my soul tired. I lost the girl I used to be in the fire of a love that expired. If loving you was my mistake, I paid for it with years. I carried both of our emotions while you disappeared. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed too long, believing love meant suffering just to prove I was strong. Now I talk to myself at night, trying to understand how someone can promise forever, then let go of your hand. I replay every almost moment, every word you never meant. Some goodbyes don't end with closure, they just quietly break you instead. When love ended, everything changed. I lost my balance, lost my way. I questioned every truth I knew, every word you used to say. When love ended, everything changed, but I'm still here, still breathing through a broken heart, a shattered past, and memories of loving you. When love ended, everything changed, but I won't always hurt like this. One day your name won't cut so deep. One day I'll finally find my peace. When love ended, everything changed, but I'm learning how to stand. Even if my heart still aches, I'm stronger than I planned. When love ended, everything changed, but I'm still here, learning how to remember.